Now, a lot of us swear by physical books. The touch of them, the feel of them, just the ability to be able to annotate them. A lot of us are not willing to sacrifice that. And then on the flip side, we have the Kindle people, aka me. So if you're a die-hard physical book person, this is the video to watch. Because this is going to be me trying to convince you to come and hop on the Kindle bandwagon. So to talk about myself, I was definitely a physical book girly for the longest time. I think a lot of us like the idea of building up a collection of books, and that's why we gravitate towards physical books. So I have my trusty dusty Kindle over here. I've decorated it with stickers, and I love it. I have a clear case on it. I used to have one of those flippy cases, but everyone else was moving on to the clear cases and putting cute ass stickers on it. So I'm like, I have to jump on the bandwagon. The flippy one, it kind of reminded me of my mom's phone case. You know those, you know what I'm talking about, right? Anyways, this is a Kindle video, and I'm gonna try to give you reasons why you should switch to getting a Kindle. Okay, let's begin. So this is my handy dandy Kindle. I got it 2 years ago. I have used it every single day, almost, for the last 2 years. Honestly, it has been one of the best investments I've made to this day. I love this device so much. In today's day and age, all of us look for convenience. This device makes reading so freaking convenient. This was probably close to $100 purchase, which I know sounds steep if you're like a broke college student or if you're like on the younger side. I know it seems like a lot of money, but I know it's gonna be the holiday season soon, so a lot of you can ask for this as your gift for the year. I know a lot of people ask their family what they want, and you could ask them for this, you know? It's a worthy investment. This device is so lightweight. It's so thin. And so portable. It's almost the size of my hand. You know, that's how small this is. And it's so easy to carry around, and it's customizable with all your stickers. And at this moment, I think I have close to 100 books on this. Like this tiny little thing, close to 100 bucks. Insane. The battery life on this, I think I charged this last month, and it has lasted me 3 weeks. I am not even joking. As of right now, I'm on 87%. Just to give you an idea of how much I use this, I probably use this for like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour every single day. It's pretty darn good for using it for 3-ish weeks, and it's only down to 87%. So one thing I do want to mention, when I first got it, I would always have my Wi-Fi on, and that would drain the battery. So don't have your Wi-Fi on. You're gonna be like, everyone keeps telling me the battery life is great, but it's not so much. Yeah, when you have your Wi-Fi on, the battery life is gonna drain. You have to keep it on airplane mode, and that is convenient too, because a lot of times if you're borrowing a book from the library and you have it downloaded and your loan is up, if you keep your Wi-Fi off, it's not gonna disappear. So you have like a few extra days to read your book, which is really cool. It's a little cheat code like all of us Kindle girlies knows. I'm just letting you in on it. I think I've had a few loans like almost a month after they were due. Like it's crazy. It's really convenient. I know a lot of people buy the books off of the Kindle store, which can be kind of expensive if you're trying to read on a budget. No one freaking told me about the Libby app. So if you live in North America, like if you live in Canada or the United States, there is an app called Libby. It's essentially like an app you can find on the App Store, and you can use that to loan Kindle versions of all your favorite books. Like most of the books that I've ever wanted are on there. The county that I live in, they have a public library. You have to make a digital library card and put in that information on your Libby app, and they will work in conjunction with your local library and give you all the Kindle versions of the books that you want, which is so great because now you can read essentially for free. You have the option of deciding, oh, do I want to add it to my collection? Do I really love it? Because you get to try it first and then see for yourself if you really want it on your shelf. I have probably read like 300 something books since I got this app, and every time I loved a book, I've added the physical copy, and it's been such a good money saver in a way. Yes, I'm paying with my time because I'm investing in like putting my time into these books and reading them, but at the same time, you know, sometimes you buy a book and you read it and it's not it. If you have any questions on how to use the Libby app, I will try to help you guys out. Just leave any comments down there if you don't know about the app. I'm more than happy to help you guys out because I would spend so much money on these books, and some of these books I didn't even end up liking. And I want to be able to help you guys and save you guys some money because I made that mistake and I regret it. So I don't want you guys to be on the same boat, you know? So if you guys have any questions on the app, please let me know. Again, it's only for Canada and the United States. I don't know how it works in other places of the world. I'm sure there's some kind of alternative, but I'm sorry, I can't help you guys in that. So yeah, using the Libby app, you can essentially read for free. The only con is that you do have to put in your request for that loan and wait for it, because sometimes if it's a really popular book, like especially with all the Colleen Hoover books, with like the Taylor Jenkins Reid books, they have a huge line. But sometimes what happens is that people will skip their turn. If a lot of people end up doing that, you get the book at the end. So it's pretty great, and then you can download it, turn off your Wi-Fi, and have it for like 2 months. Another thing I love about using a Kindle is that when you have new releases, you want to get your hands on the book ASAP, especially if it's a part of a series that you really, really love and you're really looking forward to that next book. You just have to go on the Kindle app, add it to your cart, and bam, it's there on your Kindle and you can start immediately. But when you order like a physical book, you have to wait for it to get to your house and then you can start reading it. With the Kindle, you can start right away. And what I've seen generally is that Kindle books are almost always cheaper than their physical counterpart. Probably because Kindle books are a digital file, they're not the physical thing. You don't have to cut down trees for it, which is great for the planet too. Especially if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can check out multiple books at the same time. So if you don't know what Kindle Unlimited is, it's essentially a subscription that you pay. I think right now it's about $9.99 or $10.99. Kindle Unlimited have their own library and they like switch it around every month or so. I'm not sure how much they switch it and how often, but they have a really wide selection. So you select the subscription and then you select what books you want to read and you have all those books. I know a lot of popular books are on there too, so that's really cool. If you have Prime subscription for Amazon, you also have the Prime books available. Like I think it's called Prime Reading. So it comes with your Prime subscription and oftentimes it's like all classics. So if you ever want to read a classic for free on your Kindle, you have that if you have the Prime subscription, which is really cool because if you ever have this one classic that you always wanted to get to, you have the option of doing that. Again, the main thing that I love about the Kindle is the convenience. I see a lot of people annotating the shit out of their physical books and I'm just very lazy. Like I'm not gonna do that and I know that. The cool thing about this Kindle is that if you ever come across something that you really, really love. So I'm reading Love and Gelato right now. It's like a cute, like summery kind of vibe. It's just weird because now we're in the fall, but it's like a short book, so I wanted to like, you know, read something. Anyway, so if you have something that you really, really like, all you have to do is essentially you click on it and you highlight it. See, it's highlighted. So essentially you have it annotated right now. And what happens is that what the Kindle does is there is this file on the Kindle called clippings. And when you click on it, every single annotation from every single book that you ever had, even from your loans, which you've given back to your local library, every single thing you ever highlighted is on in this little file. If ever you want to revisit some of your favorite quotes from your favorite books, you have them. Like for example, I think one of the very first books I ever read on this app was King of Scars. I was very much on my Shadow and Bone high at that time, so I was reading King of Scars and you can see like one of the quotes that I have from there. Hope was the wind that came from nowhere to fill your sails and carry you home. This is one of my favorite quotes ever. You can see exactly when this was. You have the book name, you have the location, which I don't really understand that, and you can also see the date I added that in. So this was added on a Thursday on June 10th in 2021. I have the exact timestamp too. Not that I really need this information, but it's just so cool to know exactly when I did this and when I was reading this, and all of my highlights from the book are on here. It's like your one-stop shop for all your favorite quotes, which is so cool about the Kindle. Just to give you like a general view of what it is like, so this is my library, and you can see all the books that I have on here. And then it's on airplane mode, which I highly recommend. You have like your time on there. Another cool feature about the Kindle is that it tells you exactly how much time you have left on a book. So what happens is that once you start reading, after like a couple minutes, the Kindle will kind of calculate an estimated time of how much it takes you to read something. And then it will give you the time left on the entire book. And then if you click on it, again, it will give you the page number for it, and then it will also tell you how much time you have left on the chapter. So all you have to do is click on it and it will switch between all of that information. And then on top of that, you also have like how much percentage of your file you've read. Like just imagine this, you're reading something and you have to do something right after and you're trying to guess how much time you have left on that chapter. You don't have to like skim over the pages, use your trusty girl math to find out how much time you have left on the book. You know exactly when. You just have to click on that and the Kindle will tell you how much time you have left. On top of that, the Kindle has a built-in dictionary, which is so cool because a lot of times I'll be so lazy I won't even like go on my phone to figure out what a word means. If you have like some, I don't know, weird word, let's say like I don't know what a scone is. Like this is a book that I'm also reading and I don't know what the heck and bob a scone is. Like I can just highlight the word. And the dictionary that's in the Kindle, like you don't need Wi-Fi for this, will tell you exactly what a scone is. It's convenience, I'm telling you. It's so freaking convenient. I always keep my Kindle on dark mode. Like it doesn't matter what kind of situation the lighting is in around me, I will always have it on dark mode because I have really sensitive eyes. It really affects me if I have really strong lighting on my eyes, especially when I'm trying to sleep. It really disrupts my sleep. And with the Kindle, I found that my eyes are so much comfortable with the lighting on this. Like I know the newer features also have a warm setting on it, so the warmer the light, the easier it's on your eyes and the more easier it is for you to fall asleep at nighttime. And then you can also like make it brighter even if you're on dark mode, or if you don't like dark mode at all, you can just switch out of it. Just switch out of dark mode, you're on light mode. I know a lot of people have it on this setting, but I just love dark mode. I have every one of my possessions in dark mode. Like I even have freaking YouTube on dark mode. Like I love dark mode, so I'm really happy with the feature. Let me switch it back because I don't like this. Yay, back to dark mode. Yes. The other thing that I have to tell you about the Kindle is that the text, you can enlarge it. So you can make it whatever size. You can make it bolder or you can make it bigger or smaller, whatever you prefer. And you can even switch out like the font style, which is also great if you're into that, so you can do that. I'm just telling you, like, the convenience of this device is just on another level. This is why a lot of people just freaking love the Kindle, including myself. And that's why I'm trying to get you on the bandwagon. I'm just a vessel for capitalism right now. A lot of times for me, when I have like a really big fat book, I'll get big fat book phobia and I'll not want to read it. But on the Kindle, essentially every single book is this size. You know, out of sight, out of mind, you'll be more inclined to finish that book just because it's not intimidating to look at. You know, you have those heavy ass books where you're like, it's gonna fall smack on your face. It's not gonna happen with this. Also, if you have an Audible subscription, I think it's like Audible is in conjunction with Amazon, and since Amazon has Kindle, if you have an Audible subscription and you have the Kindle version and the Audible audiobook in your possession, a lot of times when you finish listening to a certain part on the audiobook, Kindle will sync up and like take you to that spot so you can switch out and start actually reading the physical book, which is like crazy to me. So the main thing with me with the Kindle is that it sets you up for success. It really helps you in your journey in becoming a reader. And if you use it with like all the conjunction apps that I mentioned, like Libby, if you have Audible, if you have the money for it. I know I go in and out of like having an Audible subscription because that shit is pricey, bro. Like, that's too much. You can just get an audiobook from the Libby app, which is just so much more convenient. It's just that it will not sync up, but I don't think it's a big issue. Like, a lot of us can find exactly where we left off if you're checking out both the audiobook and the Kindle book. Other than that, I think I've given you every single tidbit I can think of why you should be a Kindle person, and I really hope this gives you the encouragement of getting a Kindle and investing on it, especially if you want to be a reader for the long haul. I highly recommend. This has been life-changing. I really wish I had this when I was younger. I would have read so many more books. So please, let this be a sign. If you're at this point of the video, let me personally tell you, Bessie, do it. It will be such a worthwhile investment. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me fangirl over this one device. I'll catch you guys in a new video. Take care of yourselves, be kind to yourself, and don't sweat the small stuff. Bye. That's not my Kindle. That's my Kindle.